I skillfully bypassed the office surveillance camera. Using a small knife, I cut out a section of a balloon near the ventilation opening. I stretched this piece over the ventilation pipe, leaving only a narrow, nozzle-like aperture. Then, I inserted the pre-prepared hose and secured the connection with adhesive tape. The trap for the boss was set. The other end of the hose led directly into the chief's private restroom. To lure the boss, a colleague conspicuously went to get water in plain sight of the cameras. As soon as she was in the blind spot, she pushed a crumpled piece of paper under the door gap. The cleaner was next to execute her part. Our boss always drank coffee. We acquired the exact same coffee machine. The cleaner placed the paper wad into the water reservoir. When the coffee pours, this blockage will cause the liquid to splash out onto the person. Once his clothes are inevitably stained, his instinct will drive him to the restroom. However, even a perfect plan can falter. On the day the cleaner was setting up the coffee in the boss's office, she was too nervous, and the paper wad fell out. Fortunately, the boss was absorbed in his phone. When she bent down to pick it up, the boss noticed the movement. Someone else would have panicked, but she kept her composure, pretending to retrieve a pen cap, completely dispelling the boss's suspicion. The cleaner successfully placed the wad into the coffee machine. Shortly thereafter, the boss went to pour his coffee. As planned, his expensive suit was splattered. He rushed to his private restroom, failing to notice the piece of paper lodged in the door gap in his haste. As soon as the restroom door successfully closed, one of the employees inserted a specially prepared wire into the keyhole. We had previously photographed the boss's medication and determined they were asthma drugs. There is one more way to trigger an attack. Saturate the room with carbon dioxide. And so, the moment for the main action arrived. A colleague broke a cup. This was the signal. The cleaner turned on the vacuum cleaner, serving as another prearranged sign. Hearing the noise, I slipped into the blind spot outside the building and activated the pre-connected fire extinguisher. A large quantity of text CO_ to dollar instantly surged through the vent into the restroom. The boss began to choke. He tried to open the door, but couldn't. Meanwhile, the noise from the vacuum cleaner in the office provided a perfect excuse for everyone. No one could hear his cries for help. The security guard locked the main door to ensure no one interfered with the plan. I quietly returned to my desk, pretending that nothing unusual was happening. A few minutes later, the boss lost consciousness on the restroom floor due to the severe asthma attack. The moment had arrived. I bypassed the cameras and turned off the fire extinguisher, then removed the balloon piece. The security guard destroyed all the evidence. Simultaneously, the colleague feigned going for water, then crept along the wall to the restroom, retrieved the special wire, and hid it in her hair, disguised as a hairpin. With a bottle of water in hand, she calmly returned to her spot. Finally, one of the employees noticed the boss had been in the restroom for too long. They all went together to open the door. They discovered the boss was dead. We immediately called the police. Thus, the perfect crime was concluded. The police reviewed the surveillance footage but found nothing suspicious. They then proceeded to take fingerprints.